How many projects that have been referred to the Major Projects Office have been completed? Mr. Feldberg.
By completed,
I mean done. It's not hard.
I'd say I'm thinking because I'm trying to figure out what that is. Have they been built, or have they got shovels in the ground? We've got some that are moving. I could say that.
None have been completed, though. Isn't that correct? How many projects that have been referred have been designated?
None.
Okay.
But they will be. They will be, Mr. Lawrence.
Okay.
There will be some.
Well, by when? Within the next year? Within the next 5 years? Within the next 10 years?
If I was to hazard a guess, I would say within the next year.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
There are projects we're considering. I don't want to give the impression that the act is not important. It is a very important act. It's
no, Mr. Feldberg,
and it's a tool to be used.
I worked around the clock with as many staffers and many MPs did to get this passed. I'm not saying it's not important. Can you give any details? You've said that you've been able to convene and expedite projects. Can you cite a project that you've expedited, and by how many years and by how many months?
I couldn't give you the how many years or how many months on a project. I can give you, and I'm not going to go through the specifics of projects. But yes, there have been several where what we have done is move things forward.
Thank you, Mr. Feldberg. So the problem you were meant to solve, or the MPO is meant to solve, is that the current process for regulatory approval was excessive, had too much red tape, and wasn't transparent. And that was limiting Canada's productivity. Now you have come to us in the committee, and you have come and you've said that you cannot explain the process. You say that you convene meetings but can't give any details of those meetings. You say that you have not approved one single project. Not one project has been completed. In other words, you've successfully added additional complexity to our regulatory regime without providing any results. My colleague earlier referenced Ayn Rand. I would settle for a system that Nikita Khrushchev would be proud of, because that seems to be the bar that we're not even hitting. Now, you are supposed to publish an annual report by 90 days after March 31st. When can we expect that report? Mr. Feldberg?
The report is of projects that have been designated, and there haven't been projects designated.
So you will not be providing any report pursuant to the requirement on March 31st because no projects have been completed or designated. Not even completed, designated.
Well, I can say they haven't been designated, yes.
So it would be a pretty short report, I guess. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I hope we can have a more productive discussion in the future. I hope that there are projects designated within the years you've committed to, because as of now, it seems like we wasted a lot of time, $40 million of tax dollars. All we've accomplished is created additional complexity and less transparency for Canadian taxpayers. Thank you.